we did exponents, we added when we were multiplying. So if we had x to the 7th times x to the 3rd, we are multiplying as a product, but we didn't make it x to the 21. We added the exponents. So we knew that exponents and multiplying and adding were like a little partnership. Same thing with logs. So here we go. Colton, I need you, you don't have to write it all down, but I do need you to watch. So here's what we got. We're going to say log of base b of x times y. This is called the condensed version. It has one word. The word log is written just one time. We're going to remember how to spread this guy out. It's called expanding it. And when we do that, we're going to write it with the word log many times. And we're going to use this guy and this guy together. So here's what it would look like. Log base b of x and log base b of y. But just like with exponents, when they are multiplied together, when we spread them out, we add them. So multiply with log becomes add. I need you guys to remember that. If you want to write that on paper, awesome. If you're like, no, I think I can remember that, let's practice some. We're going to go backwards and forwards. We're going to take some that are spread out and squish them down to the word log once. We're going to take some that are squished together and write them out the long way. Are you ready? I got a bunch. You don't have to write the problem down. Just write the answer down because there's no real math to it. Are you ready? Here we go. So let's try a nice, easy one just to get us going. Could you please write this guy out? Let me find out what I'm doing. Could you please write this guy in expanded form? Colton in expanded form. Still Colton in expanded form. In expanded form. You don't have to write the problem, just write it in expanded form. Expanded means you should have the word log more than once. I love that for you. And they're like, why is she so cussy? If you got this for your answer, log base 3 of 5 plus log base 3 of x, you are fired. You are fired. Can you go the other way? Let's try one the other way. What? Is that wrong? Okay. I'm like actually listening to you. I'm like thinking I have to do something. Okay, let's try this one. Write it in condensed form. There you go. Squish it together, please. Squish it together. And while you're squishing it together, can you make it actually in a good format, right? Like put things the way we do conventionally. Think about it. Again, you don't have to write the problem. Go ahead and write the answer down. Nice. If you got log base 3 of 35x, you are fired. Is it wrong to go 5x7? Kinda. One other thing you got to notice, log base 3, log base 3, log base 3. If this had been log base 7, you know what? Could have combined the 3 guys. Did you make that? Wow. But could not have done the 7. You got to have the same base. I like this next one. Oh, you will like this next one.
No, I was going to tell you something. We were in the car driving in and out. Were you in that car? I was like, where were you sitting?
Okay, do this one. I'm going to give you a hint on this one. At the very end, you will not have the word log in it at all.
Where were you sitting?
Meaning you're going to do all this and you're going to go one more step. There are no variables in this problem. So you're going to actually say to yourself, can I actually do something else? I'm going to give you a hint. It's a nice little tiny number. So close. What to the 10 to the what? We're giving 100. There you go.
I
So
have B
close.
points off me. Alright, so like,
If
we're
you
in the
got
car.
the number 2,
Kaylee and Ollie were like next to me.
you did
here.
this right.
I'm here.
If you didn't, here's what you probably did, and you did awesome. Don't talk to these guys. We're going to say log base 10, 5, or 25 times 4 is 100. If you got that, you are awesome. You are awesome. But we're pre-calc now. And when we don't have any exponents, we're going to take just a quick hint to say, do I actually know what 10 would be raised to get to 100? I do. The exponent that I need, because that's what it's saying. It says 10 to the what would give you 100. And you know what? And if you even want to write it like this, 10 to the what gives you 100. X is 2. It is 2. So with that in mind, try this one, my sweet, sweet potatoes. Log base 3 of 3 plus log base 3 of 9. 2 ways to do this problem. I love this one. She is beautiful. Again, you don't even have to write the problem. You can kind of just look at it. 2 ways to do it. Do each one separate, turn them into little numbers, or switch it together and then turn it into a number. But whenever we don't have a variable, we want to double check that we can't use 27. It's 3. The answer is 3, and there's 2 ways to get it. One way is to do this. Log base 3 of 27. 3 to the what gives me 27? 3. Here's another way. Log base 3 of 3 is 1. Log base 3 to 9 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, we're good. Next property. Here we go. Next oh, I don't want that one. Next property. You know, when we multiplied, we added, so you know what's coming. If we're going to divide, the division property, so easy. It's going to be minus. I heard that. So log base b of x over y, you can write it as this way. Log base b of x minus. The guy on the bottom gets the minus sign. Nice and easy. Are you ready? Gonna do like 3 examples here. I believe I wrote all these out. Are we ready? Okay, here they come. You don't have to write these problems, just do them. Can you expand this one? Nice, easy one. Or start with something nice and easy. So if you're thinking, Miss T, you said if it doesn't have an exponent or a variable, I should see if I can make it into real numbers. You can look. I don't know how to turn 3 into 2, and I don't know how to turn 3 into 7. So we just leave it. Our calculator will do that eventually. So if you got this, log base 3 of 2 minus log base 3 of 7, you are fired. Let's go the other way. Here we go. Can you squish this guy together? Huh? Yep. Well done. Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of ways to write this one. We're squishing it together. Things on the with pluses are on the numerator. Things with minuses are in the denominator. Look what I got. Log base 3, 5x over 10. I'm going to go ahead and simplify that. So I get 2. I saw my friend Chris over here, and he did it like this. 1/2, and that's fine as well. That's awesome. Okay. Last property, best property. It's the most important. It's the one we will use every day for the rest of this unit. Honest to God, it's the whole reason we're doing this. Here's where we're heading. So put your pens down for a minute and watch what I'm doing. Emerson's watching me, everyone's watching me. Hold me down. We are eventually going to be doing problems that look like this. And here's our issue. Guys are watching? Our issue is we don't know how to do things that have a variable in the numerator, or way up in the exponent thing. So we need a process to bring it down low. And logs lets us do that. So here is our last best property. It is easy, but it is the most important. And it is called the power property, because we do not want exponents anymore. So the power property looks like this. I could actually spell that word, property. Okay, here's what he looks like. Log b, let's put a b here, of x to the y. And everyone's writing that. And here's what's important. From here on, whenever you have the word log, you do not want an exponent. And here's what you can do from here on out. Whenever your log has an exponent, you are allowed to take it and drop it into the front, right? So that's what we're going to do with those crazy other problems. We're going to take the log and drop the exponent into the front. And now he's no longer living up in the top, right? So that's what's really cool. So we're going to do 4 examples here that I'm shutting up. You have very light work today, and we'll call it a Monday. So here we go. First example, if you could do this one, let's start easy. I always like to start with a nice easy one, a giveaway. Log base 3 of, oh, what the hell happened there? That was terrifying. Log base 3 of x to the 5th. It should become bring the second nature. Whenever you see an exponent in your log, you just drop it to the front, right? So if you got 5 log 3 of x, you are awesome. That's really, honest to God, all you do. So let's get a little bit trickier. Yesterday, or on Monday, I taught you a shortcut. And I said, when you have a log to itself, it kind of cancels out. Wait, do this one. I want you to rewrite this one using the log property, and I'm going to show you why that shortcut works, why that canceling out thing works. And if you're like, I didn't get that on Friday, why does it work? Because the answer to this problem is 7. How the hell did I get that? Here's how. I'm going to take this dude right here and drop him to the front, so I get 7 log base 3 of 3. How do I turn 3 into 3? What's my exponent? 1. They do. They do. So in other words, when you take a log of itself, it's just 1, and you're left with the exponent. Okay, I got 3 more, and then we're done. Yes, is that me? Okay, I love this one. I don't know what the log base 3 thing is. You have 2 ways to do this problem. One is really easy, just adding and subtracting. The second way is this, though. If you're like, Miss T, I hate divide, you are welcome to move this guy up like this, and it totally works. It totally works. But if you want to just do it like this, you can. Here's what to be careful of. You got to have a minus with that y guy. He's on the bottom. I don't care if you want to put him in the middle of your answer or at the end of your answer. You better have a minus somewhere. We're writing down our answer. Just write down an answer. receive Saturday Night Live Jeopardy? Write a number. Any number. No, watch what I'm going to do. Log base 3 of x squared. I'm just spreading it out. All I'm going to do is spread this guy out. Log base 3 of z to the 4th minus log base 3 of y squared. Is everybody cool? I just spread it out.
Yeah.
So now what I'm going to do is drop these down. That's all you do. So I do it in 2 steps. Some of you are smart and do it in 1 step. That is awesome. Just drop them down to the front. And you cool with that? Easy, light work, yeah? The last one I'm going to show you is this, and that's because my software does the answers in different ways, and I don't want you to get to this problem tonight and be like, why is my answer wrong? Here we go, last one, best one. Well, log base 2, why not? Square root of x over y to the 4th. First thing is, we don't have square roots in logs. There's a reason we talked about those fractions as exponents, right? Because we can't randomly just put a square root in there. So the first thing we need to do is get rid of that square root, write it as a fractional exponent. How do you do that? Let me give you a quick refresher. This is a little 2. That's a little 1. Remember how to do that one. Hold it in it. There you go. 1/2. So the x to the 1/2. Drop your 1/2. Drop your 4. Right? I am going to show you how I would write this answer. I'm going to then show you how my software writes this answer. I think the answer to this problem looks like this. 1/2 log base 2 of x minus 4 log base 2 of y. I like that answer. But let me show you what my software does. My software is clever. It does this. Ooh, it puts it all over 2, right? So I am cool either way, but I don't want you to get to the homework tonight and feel like, why am I missing those square root ones? Because they write it as a fraction over 2, right? Does that make sense? Okay, I am done. I told you that was like 14 examples. That was so fast. That's fast to do.